Good evening. Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 3. Today, we're going to talk about gut health and digestion. So for those of you who have been around since Sunday for the kickoff call where we started with our intentions, and then we've been going through a couple of different topics as the week has gone on, and today is day 3 and we're talking about gut health and digestion. So if you want to go back and look, all the other lives are recorded in the group, so go and have a look. So today, let's do a very, just a very quick recap on the energy cravings that we were talking about yesterday with the with insulin resistance. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to listen to the live, but please do go back and have a listen. There's a lot of information in there about body fat and why we retain body fat, especially when there's insulin resistance. So, hi there, Sheila. Thanks for being here. So, all right. So today we're going to shift gears on another very powerful topic, one that's going to affects bloating, it affects digestion, mood, immunity, and obviously also weight loss. So we're going to dive right in with gut health. So I'm sure at some point in your life you felt a little bit bloated. Maybe you've struggled with digestive issues, and maybe you noticed that your mood is a little bit off. Now, you will know that it is said that the gut and brain connection is connected, and it absolutely is. So you'll find, if you were, let's say you went out for dinner and you had a very heavy meal, very rich meal, or a very, like a big pasta or something, or like a rich roast meal, you will probably find that the next day you're not feeling so great. A little bit sluggish, definitely bloated, just not really feeling fabulous. Now, obviously that is because what is going on in your gut with the digestion is affecting your mood. And that is exactly, it is 100% so totally related. So, during menopause, with your declining estrogen level that we keep talking about, this definitely affects your microbiome. So your microbiome is your gut, which is your intestines, and that's where all the lovely little bacteria live. And they're all good bacteria, and they're actually there to help you. So what we like to do is we like to feed those bacteria good nutrition. So if you are someone who always eats the same kind of vegetables, let's say you're a broccoli, bean, and carrot person, you're only really going to feed a portion of your microbiome little bacteria. The other guys, they're just relaxing. They're waiting because maybe at some point you might throw them something. Now, your microbiome absolutely love anything fermented. We're talking kimchi, we're talking kombucha, we're talking even vinegar. So that's why when people say, oh, apple cider vinegar is so great for weight loss and for bloating, what it is, in fact, it's feeding your microbiome, and those little bacteria are hanging on to that, and they actually function better. They do their job really, really well. So when you add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to your salad, or quick tip, before you have your lunch, let's say, I don't know, 12 o'clock, give or take, if you were to just put a splash of apple cider vinegar into a glass, all right, and then you just add some water, it's pretty much going to look like this, and you just drink that down. It hardly tastes like anything. When that hits your gut is smiling. So then when you put food in for whatever you're having for your lunch, your microbiome is in a much better state to receive the nutrients and to actually absorb them into your bloodstream. Okay, so they say that 95% of your serotonin, which is your feel-good hormone, is actually produced in your gut. So if your gut is sluggish, then your bacteria are out of balance, and that does lead to a low mood, maybe even anxiety, touch of depression, and stress. So the important thing is to make good choices, all right, when you are choosing the food that you're going to eat. So everything from bloating to mood swings, weight gain, slow digestion. This is all obviously caused from a sluggish microbiome. Okay, so your key players are your prebiotics and your probiotics. So your probiotics are your good bacteria, and you're going to feed those with the kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, miso. That's what you're going to feed them with, and obviously like apple cider vinegar, they will love that. and your prebiotics, which is your fiber. Now, you need your fiber in your gut because that's going to obviously just help the whole bowel to work properly. And that's going to be great if you can add things. Obviously, vegetables, green cruciferous vegetables, absolutely fabulous. You don't have to always have a salad, just steam them. That's the best way. Broccoli, gee whiz, we can go with all the green ones. Green, anything green and cruciferous will be absolutely fabulous. You can also have some chia seeds. What I like to do is make myself a chia seed overnight oats, right? So you put some chia seeds into your mason jar or into a bowl is also fine. Onto a little Tupperware. Put a scoop of chia seeds. You can put some plant milk with that or just water, and leave that overnight. What happens is it actually just absorbs and it grows. I don't know how many times, but at least 5 times, if not more, than itself. And then you can add anything you like to that. You can add some honey to that. You can add some fruit. You can add some full fat yogurt. The protein there is going to stop your blood sugar from spiking as well. But those chia seeds are just fabulous, and your microbiome absolutely loves that. So please try something today to help support your gut. So what can you do? You can incorporate fermented foods, which I've just mentioned. You can improve the fiber in your diet. And like I said, it doesn't always have to be a salad. We love salads, but vegetables is also great. Hydration. It's very important when they say 8 glasses of water a day. So important. And when I'm saying water, it's fresh water. It's not your black coffee or your black tea or soda, even diet soda. That's not it. That you can, if you're having that, that's fine. But we're talking fresh water. And what that does, it actually just obviously hydrates your whole body, and hydrates your cells, and it doesn't put your body into a stress signal. Now, when your body is dehydrated, the body goes, oh dear, hold on, there's no water, we could die, and so it conserves it. So your body's not working properly. Any time that your body goes into a stress situation, it decides the most important thing is to keep this body alive. So it's not really worried what you look like, it's not really worried about anything except for keeping the main organs alive. So it's so important to stay hydrated. Okay, so very important. That will obviously just help with the bowel as well. So the fermented foods, eat the fiber, drink more water, and let's talk quickly about those processed foods and sugar. We don't want to have too many of those. They're not actually feeding your microbiome. They're not feeding your gut. They actually are making things a whole lot worse. So your body doesn't want all that extra sugar. It doesn't serve you. Your insulin then becomes a problem. Weight gain becomes a problem. And we're trying to steer away from as much sugar as possible because, like we said yesterday, everything, even your ketchup, has got sugar added. Crazy, but actually everything has got some sort of sugar added or a sweetener added to it. So your body gets used to always having that lovely sweet taste, and it craves the sweet taste. But we're trying to wean our body off of that, and so that our body gets used to actually tasting real flavors. So try to cut back on the sugars. All right, so what I would like you to do, this is your little daily task. So your daily do is I want you to add in just 1 extra portion of fiber today. So maybe you're going to add some lentils in with your soup. Maybe you're going to have, I don't know, some berries with your breakfast. You can even slice up some apple. Don't peel the skin, just slice it up. Take obviously the core out, but slice that up. You can put it into little cubes. You can throw that in with the chia seeds, even more fabulous. Of course, you can add a little bit of honey if you need to, because you're not punishing yourself. This is not to deprive yourself. This is to feed your microbiome so your body operates better. Okay, so that's what you can do. Chop up your apples. You can add some berries, blackberries if you can have. They're one of the highest antioxidant berries that you can get. That's actually fabulous. What else? All right, so that's what I want you to do. And then the other thing is, I'd like you to try and find a fermented food. So the easiest thing probably in your house is your apple cider vinegar. Most people will have something like that. If not, when you go to the grocery store, go and see if you can find a tiny, container maybe of sauerkraut, a little bit of kimchi. See how you like that. It's really, really tasty, and you don't need to be obviously eating a whole jar. Just start with like 1 spoonful is absolutely fine. Okay. Now for me, if you've been following me for any kind of time, I'm big on smoothies. So I make my smoothies with my protein powder, and I throw in a whole lot lot of everything. I throw in kale, I throw in berries, because those things are low in calories. And although we're not calorie counting, we need to be mindful. But what it does, it helps to bulk up your smoothie, and it obviously then feeds your microbiome. So everything I add in there, I'll throw in some ginger, I'll throw in anything with a little bit of fiber, but I do love to put a little bit of ginger in and a squeeze of lemon juice. And the lemon juice, again, that's also fabulous for your microbiome. So give that a little bit of a try. The other thing is I take supplements every day. And for people that do struggle to get in the fiber, the supplements that I have, which is a Juice Plus supplement, the fruit, veg, and berries, those have over 40 fruit, veg, and berries that are picked while they're ripe. And all the sugar and water is taken out of them, and they're actually put into a little powder capsule. And I'll throw that right there in with my smoothie and blend it up. Don't even taste it, but I'm getting all the nutrients and all the vitamins and all the minerals. And that for my microbiome, I know it's just fabulous. So, there's so many people who've had such great results on that. If you want to know a little bit more, let me know. But if you do decide that you're going to go and take any prebiotic or probiotic capsule, please make sure you're getting it from the health store. Make sure there's no fillers, because a lot of the time the capsule is the product, and then it's filled with other things like anti-clogging agents and a whole lot of other things, so that the capsule looks like you're getting something value for money, basically. But all of that other stuff in there is totally unnecessary, and your body doesn't want that. So in closing, remember, your gut is your foundation of your health, and little small steps that you're taking every single day are just going to make you healthier. And so if you're healthier, you're going to feel better. You'll be wanting to get outside and move your body, build your confidence. And that's what this reboot is all about. It's just small changes every day that you can make that are going to make your life better and make you feel better. Because remember, nobody really worries about today. If you're feeling great, I'm feeling great. People don't think about tomorrow or next week. Life comes at you. No one knows what's going to happen. And the most important thing is to try and be as healthy as possible. So if you get some kind of bug, or if you get some kind of flu, or if you get hurt or injured, your body can heal itself because you looked after it, because you're putting in great nutrients. Making sure you get enough hydration, making sure that you don't eat too much sugar, making sure that you're getting outside and doing a little bit of exercise. Remember, you only have one body. You're only here once, and you get one body, and it's up to you to look after it the best that you absolutely can. All right, so it's been wonderful to catch up with you all. Remember those little tasks. Get some extra piece of fiber in your diet. And try to get yourself some kind of fermented food. Whatever you decide, drop it in the comments. If you can take a photograph, I'd love to see. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening or a wonderful afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to chatting to you tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.